Hello everyone, welcome back to Arpita's Tech Corner. So from this video onwards, we'll explore more about Microsoft Fabric. So the first step is Lakehouse, where we'll store the data. So before proceeding with this practical thing about this Lakehouse, let's get some understanding about this Lakehouse, and it will be directly from this Microsoft training portal. This is our Microsoft training portal, all the Microsoft Fabric related documentation we have in this area. So what is a lakehouse in Microsoft Fabric? It's pretty crystal clear that it's a data architecture platform for storing, managing and analyzing structured and unstructured data in a single location. So why this is very important? Normally we have seen that we can store that structured data, but here we can store the unstructured data also, and it's a flexible and scalable solution that allows different organizations to handle large volume of data. Okay, now it can integrate with other data management and analytics tool, so to provide a comprehensive solution for our data engineering or data analytical projects. Okay, let's go to this Microsoft Fabric area where we can create one new lakehouse. First, let me select this data engineering area where we have this lakehouse. So before creating the lakehouse, let me create one workspace. So I'm just creating a new workspace. For example, I'm just giving a name, chapter 4, apply. Now my new workspace is there, so and it's a premium enabled workspace obviously, and it's a fabric enabled also. Now from here, if I click on this new, I have all the options. So I'm going to select this lakehouse. Let me give some name, for example, training lakehouse. If you see, it's creating one lakehouse and this SQL analytics endpoint. Why it's so important? Using this endpoint, we can run some SQL query on this lakehouse. Okay, I'll show you step by step. Let's first create this SQL point. Okay, my SQL analytics endpoint has been created successfully. Let me close this one. Here you can see that under this lakehouse we have two areas. One is files, another is tables. File is like storing all type of data like structured and unstructured data. Okay, and the table section is, it will convert to a structural format from this file. So first I'm going to upload some CSV file to this file section. Okay, if I just click on this, here we have two options like new subfolder we can create. Under that subfolder we can upload the files. Here we have this new shortcut which we'll explore later. Here we have this upload files and upload folder section. I'm going to select this folder. Okay, under that folder I have two files, so automatically it will create the subfolder and the two files will be uploaded to this section. So I'm just clicking on this upload folder selection, and I have this movie files. Okay, so as I've selected a folder, so that's why the under that folder two files are not visible. Let me go back. I'm selecting these movie files and upload. So it's mentioning that it has two files. So upload, click on this. You can see the two files has been uploaded. Let me check that one. If I select this one, you can see we have this folder. Yes, If I select this subfolder, I have 2 files. If you want to see how this format, just click on this action CSV. You can see this, the first column is the header and we have this comma separated CSV files. Let me go back to this subfolder. Now what is our next job? So this is our CSV file. So using this CSV file, I can't do this SQL query. I have to load it to a table format. Now here we have, in the table format, we have one format is called delta file. Okay, delta file is nothing but in the Parquet format. So how we can create that? Delta is a one type of table format. Okay, let me go back to this Lakehouse area. If you search here with this delta table, upload CSV to delta tables and Lakehouse and delta tables comparison. So from here also you can get some knowledge about this delta table. Let me go back to this area and I'm going to create this first delta table. Now before creating the delta table, let me show you another thing. If I click on this action .csv file, here we have all those header. If you see that name, year, movie rated, run length, genre, release date, rating, number of raters, number of reviews and review URL. Okay, if I go back to this area, animation.csv, here also we have the similar columns. Okay, so both the files have the similar columns but the data is different. Okay, so my purpose is I'm going to create one delta table where these two CSV files information will be appended. How will you do that? You can do a single file load also, or you can create one single delta file and append the other CSV files information. Let me show you the second option. Because with that second option, you will come to know how to create a new table as well as using the existing table, how you can append the information. So I'm selecting the first action CSV file, new table. I'm giving a name, for example movie. Use the header for column names and separator is comma. Click on load. It will take a little bit of time to create this table. Okay, so now this table has been created. If you want to see, you can see this movie table has been created. If I click on this, okay, here is a preview of this table and showing 100 rows. So here is one icon is there. This icon is for this delta table icon. Now I have this action genre movie. I want to add all the animation related movie appending to this table only. Okay, how I can do that? I'm just going back to this movie files area, selecting this animation.csv, load tables, existing tables. From here I'm selecting this movie. You can overwrite or you can append. So I'll select this append and use the header for column names and comma separator. Click on load. So this file also uploaded. Okay, but you want to verify whether in this movie table I have action genre movie and the animation movie also. How will I search that thing? From this drop down area we have two options, Lakehouse and SQL Analytics Endpoint. Now this table is available in this SQL area. Let me select this one. Now we are in SQL Analytics endpoint area. Okay, if you see that SQL Analytics endpoint. First, let me click on this new SQL. Here, let me search, select star from my movie table. It's similar to our SQL environment, okay, where genre like percentage. For example, I'm selecting animation because from my table I can see that action movie is there, but I cannot see the animation movie because it's showing only 100 rows. So how will I see that, or how will I validate that one? Now run this query. You can see the genre is animation. Okay, so from this area you can run some SQL queries. It could be with some our normal SQL queries. It's not only the select group, you can use some group by clause, you can use some aggregation, everything. For example, let me run another query here. If I run something, count star, let me see what exactly the result is coming. Okay, I have 102 animation movies. Okay, now this is our SQL query step. But maybe if you are not aware of some of the SQL syntax or something like that, there is another option, new visual query. What's that? Just drag and drop this movie table here. So our movie table is completely displayed here. Now I want to filter out this movie table and I want to create one group by and I want to create one aggregated query. Select on this manage column, choose column. For example, if I want to select year and movie name, okay, but it's not giving enough value to me. Let me add some transformation. Transformation is our group by. Select this group by. I'm selecting year by group by year and the column name, for example, movie count, and I'm going to select this count distinct values of this name column and OK. You can see all the year 2008 there are 7 movies, 2013 9 movies. So all those values are displaying properly. Now this is my aggregated query. Now I want to visualize because from this table format it's not giving me a proper visualization. How will you do that? Click on this visualize result. See, it's showing this building a data set, okay, with the visualize result. Now this is similar to our Power BI environment. Now I want to select this line chart, maybe. In that line chart, select this year here and this movie count in the y-axis. I just need to do little bit of formatting. I'm selecting here x-axis, it's showing continuous, so I'm selecting categorical. When I'm selecting the categorical, all the sorting order is gone. So let me select some proper sorting order. Year, then ascending. If you see, let me minimize this area. If you see that 1937, 1950, 1961. So it's in a sorting order. Let me save this report first. Okay, this is my first analysis. Okay. One more thing here from this model section, if we have the multiple tables, we can create the relationships among all the tables. Okay. Now, what exactly you learn from this first Lakehouse section? Let me go to this chapter 4 workspace. So from this video, what exactly you have learned? First, how to create the Lakehouse. Okay. In that Lakehouse, how to load the data in the file section, then how you can create one delta table, and in that delta table how you can add another file, that means appending two files which have that means appending two files which have a different type of the similar column names but different data. Okay. Now what else? If I go back to this workspace again, and how you can search the table, creating a SQL query area, the visualize query. Okay. Now the first your analysis reports. I hope from this video you got some idea how you can create the lakehouse, and the end result is our report. How you can utilize the data and create a new report. So within this fabric environment, we can load the data, we can transform the data, and we can create one report also. Okay. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friend. Thank you. Thanks for watching.